Okay, so we're ready to move on to the build video. And I know it's been a while since I made a video for you guys, and I apologize. These last few weeks have been very hectic. I recently lost my father-in-law. He passed away, and then my dad had a heart attack. So these past few weeks have been, this past month really has been very hectic, so I haven't really had time to do the videos. And I should have shown you guys the Star Trek Build the Enterprise Shipment 9 video. I should have showed that to you last week. I got it in the mail, and I opened it up, and I had the shipment slip for Shipment 9, the packing slip, but they gave me past Shipment 4, so it was wrong. So then I called Eaglemoss. They assured me they'd ship it out again, and then I got Shipment 9, the magazine only. I didn't get the parts. So I had to call them again, and I'm still waiting for shipment number 9 from the Build the Enterprise series. So that put me way behind on those videos. Anyway, we're going to move on to the build video, and you can see I already did an unboxing for all this, so if you want, you can check that out. What I did is I did playlists. I got an Enterprise, Build the Enterprise Eaglemoss playlist, and I'm going to have a Build the ECTO-1 playlist from Eaglemoss. So this is going to be part 2. This is part 1, and we're going to start with part 1. So get it open, and they have plastic trays, which is nice to keep everything in order. And part 1, this is going to be, basically pretty straightforward. It's not going to be a very hard build. You can see stage 1 is going to be, we're going to be working on the hood, and we're going to be working on the bumper. So that's going to be relatively straightforward. So let's get the parts out. Again, I showed you guys how awesome this hood is, and it's all metal. You see that beautiful Cadillac logo in the front. And like we did with the Enterprise, Eaglemoss gave us a screwdriver for the build. And we'll get the vents out. And we've got the screws. I wonder if we're going to get a box for the screws like we did for the Enterprise. And we got the little license plate, but we're going to use that for build 3. And that's everything out of the tray. So the first thing we're going to do is part 01G. This is 1. Alright, so they click into place, and you can see they're going to screw in, and these are going to use AM screws. So you see when it's on. These little plates, they're bolted to the hood, so they're not going anywhere. Okay, so now we're going to move on to figure A of part 02. You can see got our first chrome piece, and it's going to go into the back. You can see where the screws are going to go in. And that's going to be the BM screws. See how that's looking pretty nice. You got the nice white with the chrome. And we got the license plate. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be going onto the vehicle. The little Ghostbuster sticker. We do get a little sticker that goes with it. Yeah, it might go on a door, but there'd probably be more, because it doesn't say anything in the instructions about placing it on. It does say, hold on to the front license plate. This will be fixed to the front bumper in issue 3. So that's just about everything in build 1. We got the hood is all set, ready to go, and we do have extra screws. We've got an extra BM screw, and it looks like we have 2 extra AM screws, kind of like the Enterprise. So we'll put this stuff aside for now. And what we'll do now is we'll take build 2. And this is when we start to get into the front end of the car. You can see the beautiful grille. So let's put the hood aside for a minute. And the same thing, everything is kind of like in a drawer or a little tray. So the first thing we're going to do is let's get the screws ready. You can see we've got the BM screws. And what are these? We got BP screws. So the first thing we're going to do, you can see we're going to take the grill and we're going to start to get the grill ready. And it looks like this piece is going to be mounted right there. Real nice. You can see we have a thing of CP screws. And we have the AP screws. So we got 4 packets. And there's going to be 3 of those. Alright, so it kind of clicks in. You can bend the grill back just a bit to get the little pins to go in. And once it's in, it'll click into place, and then you can screw it in, and it's held with the AP screws. Alright, so that's all set. That's secured into place. Now we're going to attach the 02D and 02F pieces, and they're going to be held together with AP screws as well. So it's looking like this. So when you have the unit down, you can go by this little piece right here. And we're going to use this one. You can see it's going to kind of follow the lines of the hood. And it's going to go just like that. Okay, so when the screws are in, you can see how it's going to follow the bumper lines. Make sure it's lined up. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to do the other side now. Okay, so you can see when all the screws are in place, you can see the bumper starting to come together. So let's move on to the next step. And you can see we're going to put little sirens, or little lights onto the bumper. And let's see, that would be figure 02Q. And it looks like these right here. And it looks like there's a small plastic piece that goes into them. Let's see. They were rattling around, so I see one right here. Let me show you guys how small this little bulb is. So this is going to go up through the bottom, and it's going to be held in place with going to go just like that. You really can't see, but it's going to stick out just a bit, and it's going to, looks like it wants to light up. I don't know if this one is going to light up or not. Probably not. But then, let me get my, there's another part that's going to go over that, and it pushes in just like that. So let's do the same thing for the other side. Let's see. We've got the piece, and you can see there's a little, it comes down at a point, and that's going to go in the front or towards the front of the bumper. And let's see, the other part fell in again. And we put it right in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And again, we're going to take this clear plastic dome, and we're going to push it over the front. So we got that. So that is going to mount onto the bumper, and that's going to be held in place with BP screws. And you can see the BP screws are a lot smaller. Okay, so even my big clumsy fingers were eventually able to get them in. I don't know if you can see the little piece that comes out. These are probably not going to light up, but they still look pretty cool. Okay, so it looks like we're going to move on to the headlights now. You can see that's going to be a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. All right. So we're going to take figure A. Really nice, chrome. And it looks like we're going to take this section And you can see on the back where the rings are going to fit over. And they're going to go into the little holes. You got to be careful because they're real. It's real delicate. So you can see where the pins are going to go through the holes. So that's the first layer. And it looks like the next layer is going to be the headlights. And again, you can see the little holes where the pins are going to go through. So they're going to go through like that. And if you guys can see the lenses, that looks pretty nice. And it looks like there's another piece that goes on the back. And you can see again, you can see where the lights are going to go through, and you can see the little holes where the pins are going to go. And that just goes on just like that. Pretty nice. And then it's going to go into the metal frame. You can see where it's gonna just kind of slide into place. And let's see, we've got 2 AP screws that are going to go on the top. So we got a couple of one CP screw that's going to go in on the bottom. So when that's all set, this piece is finished. You can see the lenses. It's looking really nice. Let's see if I can get it to light up a little bit for you guys. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We get another AP screw. And we have a CP screw. So we're going to take this section. And by the way, I know I forgot to do this section for the bumper, so we're going to do that in a second, but we're going to finish the headlights first. Alright, so we got that on. You can see where the little pins are going to come through. And the next thing we're going to put on is the lenses for the headlights. So that goes on a little easy. The first one is the toughest to get on, and then they all kind of slide into place. Once the pins line up with the holes, you can see the lenses looking very nice. And then we got the backing that we put on. And again, that goes over the pins. And it goes over a little better once the pins are lined up. You guys can see. And this whole fixture is going to go inside to this. And you can see it just kind of snaps into place. And we're going to use 2 AP screws on the top. And what's the other one? A CP screw that's in the middle. There. And you can see this section, or this half is done too. You can see the bulbs, not the bulbs, excuse me, the lenses. Let me show you guys the headlights. See, that's going to look pretty cool. Okay, let's go back and fix that bumper. Because I know there are people out there that just can't wait for that. So, all right. So, going back, you guys can see those are going to be BP screws that are going to hold this in place. So we're going to need 4 more BP screws. I want to make sure that it's got a little groove on the inside that you can tell is going to go into the right section, and it's going to follow the line of the bumper. And make sure the little groove that goes in the corner is going to tell you got the right side, and it's going to be held in place with BP screws. Okay, so you can see when they're in place, the bumper, the grill kind of goes all the way around the bumper. And now we're ready to move on. Okay, so what was that other step? So now we're going to use the BM screws, and we're going to attach the headlights and the mount to the bumper. So it's looking the one that has the inner piece, and it's going to go just like that. And you can see where they're going to fit into here. Maybe it'd be a better angle doing it this way. Go just like that. Alright, so you can see the headlights are mounted to the bumper. We've got the sirens in place, so the lights that go on top of the bumper in front of the grille. And I'll show you guys kinda what it's gonna look like. And this is the conclusion of build number 2, or issue number 2. You see the headlights are looking pretty cool. So everything is plastic except for the casing that the headlights are in. That's metal. You can see the bumper that goes all the way around. The grille goes around the bottom, which made the Cadillacs famous, or what they're well known for. And we've got the Cadillac hood, and we've got the grills in place. And that's just about it. We've got the little extra Ghostbusters sticker, and you can see where maybe the ECTO-1 license plate is going to go. I'm not sure, but over there. But that, my friends, was build number 1 and build number 2. You got build number 2, and where did I put it? And this is build number 1. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in build number 3. So it shows you actually what's coming up in number 3. So let's take a quick look. Coming in issue number 3. You can see where the license plate is going to mount. You can see the different pieces. So that's going to be fun. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this issue. And again, if you wanted to know what was in it, you can go ahead and you can check out the unboxing of issue number 1 and issue number 2. And this is the finished build of number 2. You can see we've got the headlights and we got the bumper all set. We got the lights on in front of the bumper. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon.